This video is not going to be for the faint of heart. A Muslim caller came on to challenge me on my Islam is a red flag prompt. And what follows is pretty tense. We go over things like the Quran's stance on child marriage, whether hitting your wife is actually permitted, and if Islam is actually compatible with modern Western values. Spoiler alert, it's not. There's pushback, deflection, and of course the classic whataboutism. And at the end, we're not even asking what the Quran says anymore. We're starting to ask why people want to deny what is plainly in front of them. But underneath all of this, there's one major question. If a religion sanctifies things that you yourself will never defend, how do you stand behind it? And without further ado, let's get into it. Hello, how are you? And just real quick, how old are you?
Hi, 31.
All right, man. Islam is a red flag. Prove us wrong. Go ahead.
No, so I've had the opportunity to hear what you guys have been saying, and you said that it doesn't coexist with the values of the West.
Doesn't correlate.
As you know, as a Muslim, you couldn't be further from the truth. You've given me your one example of a neighbor, this and this. You're saying statements such as, someone that like Islam teaches that it's okay to molest children.
Well, no, it's okay to marry a child.
Who said it's okay?
The Quran, 65:4.
What? That's absolutely wrong. At no
Okay,
verse
I'll read
in
it.
the
I'll
Quran
read it
does
for you.
say, please.
It says, as for your women past the age of menstruation, in case you do not know, their waiting period is 3 months. This is called an iddah, right? You ever hear the no iddah, no hiddah? So those are the people who are past the age of menstruation. And for those who have not yet menstruated as well, who are those who have not yet menstruated?
First of all,
Not first of all, just answer the question.
I'm not a scholar of the Quran. You want to tell me that your one verse that you picked out that's your
I can read
whole
Ibn Kathir. I can read
for
Ibn Kathir
everything?
along with it if you want. So Ibn Kathir,
You're coming
Allah
off as
Allah
if
the Exalted
Christianity-
clarifies the waiting period of the
Right.
woman in menopause, and that is when those who menstruated has stopped due to her older age. Her iddah is 3 months instead of 3 monthly cycles for those who menstruated, which is based upon the ayah in Surat al-Baqarah, C2:228. The same for the young who have not yet reached the years of the menstruation. Their iddah is 3 months of those who are in menopause. This is the meaning of her saying. If you want the context of this, you just got to go back to verse 1. O Prophet, instruct the believers who you tend to divorce women, then divorce them in concern of their waiting period. So these people, these women in 65:4, not only can you marry them before they've reached their age of menstruation, they've already been married to.
First of all, you're taking it completely out of like the context. And second of all,
Give me the context.
wait, real quickly. You have not
real quickly,
even,
give me the context.
You have failed to mention that Christianity invented the child brides, which is wrong. It's not right.
Even if it did, that doesn't change anything that I just said.
No, it did. It did. So
Even if it did, it doesn't change anything I just said.
And it doesn't say that it's okay to marry childlike wives. That's not what it says over there.
It literally says
First
that
and
they were
foremost.
divorced. How do you divorce somebody who's not a wife?
And then you're talking about like red flag.
Notice how you're not answering questions. What's 2 + 2?
Go ahead. You can repeat. Go ahead.
What's 2
I'll
+
answer it
2?
for you. Go ahead.
What's 2 + 2?
For you. 4.
Okay. How do you divorce somebody who's not married?
What do you mean? How you divorce someone? That's not what that was speaking about.
Right.
That was
It
talking
literally
about
says, "O
menstruation
Prophet,
cycle.
instruct the believers when you intend to divorce women, then divorce them in concurrence to their waiting period and count it accurately." So it's talking about the context of divorce. And then it says the women who have not yet menstruated, their waiting period is 3 months.
They're talking about. That's what they were talking about before she could become like remarried. She has to menstruate for 3
Remarried.
cycles before.
Remarried.
Which means what?
Which means what?
She's
We're
been
not talking about
married
child brides there.
before.
You know what's funny? I was reading the Gospel of John the other day over on my Patreon, where we're currently going through it line by line, bar for bar, word for word. And you know what it never says? That you can marry a child.
Damn.
You can get access to that by clicking the link down below, where you'll also get access to things like our daily hangouts, our raids, and exclusive content. But without further ado, let's get back into the video.
Okay. Obviously, at this point we're not gonna agree. But they understand like a red flag. Like again, like the one example you gave to me was this false statement about the child brides. What else is a red flag, do you think?
What do I need anything else?
Give me a red flag. Give me
Okay,
one
the
more.
fact that
Here-
the fact that you guys marry your cousins, first cousins.
Well,
You've never
I
been
was
to
gonna.
Alabama or the South? Okay. Again, this is not an Islamic thing. It's not a
Yes, it is.
Well, wait a
religious
second.
thing. This,
So even if we didn't have the Quran, you would still affirm that your prophet is
Sure.
this, right?
First
Correct.
First
As
Google
is
search.
Jesus.
First Google search.
As
Yes,
is
you can.
Jesus,
Hold on,
okay?
just real quick. First Google search.
go ahead.
Yes, you can marry your first cousin in Islam, as it's permissible and not prohibited in the Quran or the Sunnah.
I didn't say that it's prohibited. I said sure, but go get your like royal family in England that you guys all love so much, and they're the
just more
best Catholics
whataboutisms.
ever. No, it's not what about. I'm trying to tell you. That's a cultural thing. It's not. It's not
Marrying
a
your
religious
cousin?
thing. The
Right. So
Christians do
then
it.
it's
Who's
not
this-
compatible.
Right. It's a cultural thing. I just said to you. So how do the Christians do it? And you don't speak a word of it, but it's
Nobody
now
should
you-
marry their cousins, but the Bible condemns marrying your cousin.
Why does it happen here?
People break
'Cause it's a
laws and do
cultural
things they
thing.
shouldn't do all the time.
It's because what's 2 + 2? Please,
4.
It's a cultural.
I just
thing.
answered your question.
Okay.
I literally answered your question
but
verbatim.
Can
You
you
were
agree with
listening.
me that? But can you agree that it's not a religious thing? It's a cultural thing.
No, it's a religious thing because if we look at the data, right, primarily people who are marrying their cousins are Islamic countries.
Prime. Okay, so I just shot down your point right there with the whole argument there. Like, what else is a red flag? That they don't drink. Is that a
Okay,
red flag?
I
the
like-
fact that you can hit your wife if she doesn't listen to you.
You cannot hit your wife if she doesn't like. Please, and I know the verse that's going to go to that is taken out of the context.
No, it's not.
Absolutely, but there's a lot of there's a lot of people in the name of Christ that are in jail for the same thing.
It's just
Again,
more whataboutism.
so
How about the fact that you can cut
No,
off
it's not
somebody's
whatabout.
hands if they steal an egg from you?
First of all, that is again you're talking about the hand for the eye for eye. Again, that's
You
an
just
old
keep you
Christian
just
tradition. No,
keep doing whataboutism. That's all you're doing. So
You
is
can't-
it wrong? Is it wrong to hit your wife?
brother.
Yes
Of
or no?
course it is. What's wrong
Okay,
with
but you
Of
disagree
course-
with the
yes,
Quran
of
then.
course.
You disagree with the Quran then.
No, the Quran doesn't say to hit your wife.
Yes, it
How
does.
about the part where it says? How about the part where the Quran says if you kill one innocent, it's like you kill the whole like world. That doesn't mean shit, right?
It
That's like
prescribes
whatever.
that
That's-
it is permissible. It prescribes that it is permissible to do. Do you think that it should be
It's-
permitted?
Absolutely not. No,
Okay,
no.
then you disagree with the Quran because the Quran says that
No,
it
the-
is permissible.
the Quran is not talking in those contexts. Again,
Well, can you actually
reading
tell us
a
then?
text-
Because all you're saying is no, it doesn't.
Of course I can. Yeah.
Okay, do it.
He's googling.
I swear to Moses, if you go to ChatGPT right now. Which, listen, it can be a resource. I'm fine with that. but-
ChatGPT it.
No, you are supposed to be bringing us
Go ahead.
something
I'm saying.
because you're saying it's wrong, so you must know why it's wrong.
I just
You don't know
You're-
without looking it up, do you?
Your
Great,
argument
you
can't
said-
be no, it isn't.
I'm
Go
not looking
Google it.
up. I'm telling you guys right now. Right now, if you
Abby,
guys
should we
put
just put your camera on the
Islam
stream
and
permanently?
Judaism
You've been
and-
involved today.
It's because they're all dumb today.
big time. You're all dumb. You can admit when you're wrong. She can admit when she's wrong. Like it's a shame. Like
I haven't actually
He's
made any
Christian
arguments.
faith.
All I've done
Big
is
time.
asked you to make an argument.
why did you put that? Okay, tell me this is because it's prohibited to drink it. You know, is that a red flag that you can't?
Okay,
like,
here.
Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna
let's just
name.
go to-
I'm gonna
let's
name
just
three
go-
things. Hold on. I'm gonna name three things, and you're gonna tell me which one's the worst thing to do. First thing, marrying your cousin. Second thing, sleeping or marrying a child, and then third thing, eating a piece of bacon. Which one's the worst?
Come on, man. What do you mean? Which one's the worst?
Which one's the worst thing to
Obviously,
do?
You know, one of the things that like marrying a child is right is that, of course it's the worst thing.
So why do you disagree with the Quran?
The Quran doesn't say to marry a child.
We just literally
there are
went
no
through it.
words. No. Those are what you. That's how you
Ibn
interpret
Kathir
it.
said it was the young. Who are those who have not menstruated?
Let me ask you this though.
No,
You're going off a hadith
No,
right now.
answer the
I'm trying to
question.
explain this to- I'm trying to, but you're not allowing me to.
No, you're not
You're going
answering the
off
question.
hadith
If you're
right now.
answering the question is let me ask you this, you're not answering the question.
No, I'm trying to tell you, but you keep interrupting me. I'm trying to tell you that you're going off of hadith right now. There are some like Muslims that are.
Give me one hadith that disagrees with it. Give me one tafsir or hadith that says it's not a child.
There's a lot of hadith. First of all, again, you have to separate the different.
Give me
sects
one
as well,
tafsir
too.
that says that 65:4 is not talking about a child.
It's not again. It's not talking about because it's prohibited. You went off of a.
Show me
that's
one
like me
writing
saying
in
that
Islam that says it's prohibited.
You could go ask any sheikh or imam that you want. You're gonna hear. You're gonna hear. That
I've talked to people who are in this category. I've heard
was it a
sheikhs.
Sunni?
I've heard sheikhs say. I've heard imams say that you can marry children. It's permissible.
You heard them. You went and you asked them. Can you go with marry?
I haven't talked to a sheikh
They said
directly.
it's
No.
permissible.
I haven't talked to a sheikh directly, but I've
Well,
heard them say it.
Just out of the sake of going for the fact and the truth, which again, respect for having this talk. I do, but you might have a small percentage that think in a sick way, which I'm in agreement with you. Those are if they think that way.
Okay, hey, listen.
sick, but-
I pulled up.
Well, hold on, just real quick. Every one of you Muslims that just reported my live are pansy ass bitches. You just are.
Why is
You're
that?
cowards. You're cowards, and you're afraid to actually defend your faith. Because I just got restricted for hate speech. It's hateful to say that you shouldn't sleep with children. You pansy ass bitches. Every one of you.
I don't agree with that.
Every single one.
I'm saying how you and me were having a productive talk.
I'm gonna restart
But
the.
the
I'm gonna
rest-
restart the TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back.
All right, really quick. So I just went to
I've
sort of
already-
434.
I've already ended it.
He was on TikTok. Nasty hobbitses.
Nasty hobbit. That one was pretty rough, but you know what's not half as bad? This guy that tries to make the Bible a science textbook and uses it as a means to disprove it, which if you want to watch that, you can click the video here. And spoiler alert, he doesn't. But why don't you go check it out for yourself? Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see you guys over there.